Alright, folks, we're back in Phoenix Point. You're gonna have to forgive a little bit of quietness on my part. I'm still a little bit under the weather. Let's tell you what, let's talk about the elephant in the room right up front. I'm recording this, yeah, it's the 14th. This video will go up today. And, it's been 2 days since, Julian Gollop announced that Snapshot Games was partnering with with Epic Games and making Phoenix Point exclusive to the Epic Games Store for a year, which contradicted what he'd said originally when the project was being backed and all, about it being available on goodoldgames.com, GOG.com, and Steam. And I know a lot of people have gotten really hot about this. I can understand that. I personally have not had much interaction with Epic Games lately. Now, Epic Games is a game company with a long and fairly honorable pedigree, really. They developed the Unreal series of games back in the day. They own the Unreal Engine. They developed it, so a lot of AAA titles, and a lot of indie titles too, are based off the Unreal Engine, primarily first-person shooters, of course. They did Bulletstorm, they did Shadow Complex. Epic Games has done a lot of good stuff. Lately, in the last 6 years, I want to say, a pretty large minority stake in the company is owned by Tencent, which is a Chinese company. That's involved in some unsavory things in China. I don't know all the details. They're involved somehow in the social media management thing the Chinese government is doing these days. Anyway, they have a 30%, 40%, something like that stake in Epic Games. And Epic Games, of course, in the last couple years has mainly been notable for Fortnite, which is, or was until Apex Legends, the hot new thing on the Battle Royale circuit. And is still, extremely popular and profitable and successful. And Fortnite has blown Epic Games up. Like, they've gotten much, much bigger than they used to be. So, the Epic Games Store is their competition with Steam, essentially. Their attempt to compete with Steam for market space, which, honestly, I feel like having more competitors to Steam is a really good idea. That said, there have been some bobbles with the Epic Games Store. There was a big security scandal a couple of months ago where it was discovered that people's Fortnite accounts were vulnerable to a certain kind of man-in-the-middle attack or a certain kind of workaround. They fixed that one, but still, it's a little bit worrisome that existed in the first place. As I understand it, they have implemented a lot of additional security measures since then, particularly in terms of pushing two-factor authentication. Anyway, the point is, Epic Games is by no means a great company. At least in the opinions of a lot of people. Like I said, I haven't really interacted with them much lately because I think the last Epic game that I played was... no, I guess I did play Gears of War 1. So they made the Gears of War series too. So that was like 2006, something like that. In any case, I haven't done anything with Epic Games for years, so I don't really know what their position is on a personal level. A lot of people, I think, are feeling betrayed about this, or, quote-unquote betrayed, because they backed the project under the impression that it would be available on various open platforms, and now Phoenix Point is only going to be available for the first year, so there's a year exclusivity agreement with Epic Games through the Epic Games Store, which in many ways is not as good as Steam is. And so people don't like that. And of course, people who are, the DRM free fans, of which I count myself one, don't like that it's not available through GOG or something similar. I get all that. I do. For me personally, this isn't a huge deal, and I'll tell you why. I was not one of the early backers of this project because I never back anything really, really early. I didn't buy into this project until very recently once they had, a working game. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff not functional yet, but I can see the shape of what Phoenix Point is accomplishing with what's in the game currently, and I like it. I think it's done pretty well. There are issues I have, and we'll expound more on those later as I go forward through the game, but generally speaking, I think this is a pretty well-made, pretty fun, pretty well... It's a pretty good game so far for what's in it, and so I never back anything until I can see at least that. Like, beta is the earliest I'll buy into something. So I was not one of the early backers. No promises were made to me. I don't particularly feel, upset in that way. I can understand why people who were early backers on, of the very early campaigns might feel upset because they were told one thing and now that's been changed, and that's bad. I don't think this was handled well at all. That said, I do find it a little bit hard to blame Snapshot for the decision. They are an indie game company. Indie game companies are notoriously running on thin margins and financially struggling. The impression that I get from the things that Julian Gollop and his employees have said is that there was financial trouble coming down the pike. I can't prove that, obviously. I don't have any proof of that. That's purely and simply my personal impression. And so when they talk about this deal they worked out with Epic Games, the impression I get, again, is that Epic Games has basically told them that they will bankroll, or they will provide the funding for and the support for this game going forward. For at least, I think Julian Gollop said, at least a year of free DLC or for previous backers and all this stuff that they're doing through the Epic Games Store that they couldn't guarantee before. So I get why he did it. Overall, I think it was a bad move. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a big fan of store exclusivity in general. I'm not a huge fan of Epic Games. Just like I said, I don't have much personal experience with them, but from what I've heard, it sounds like they have some issues that I would like to see worked out. They may not be particularly worse than many other game stores, but, you know, that's not a goal to aspire to. The goal to aspire to is to be better than other game companies. That said, there are a few things about this that make me slightly more optimistic about it than I might otherwise be. Notably, that Gollop he did a Reddit AMA about the whole situation, and in that AMA, he just said, confirmed outright that the game was still going to be DRM free, and that yes, you would have to download it through the Epic Games Store, but it would not be online. It would not require the store launcher to function. You could download all the files onto your own computer, and then you could, if you wanted, actually uninstall the launcher and just have the game. So you wouldn't actually have the Epic Games Store on your computer. That's actually really important. That's valuable in terms of privacy, in terms of security. That's better than Steam does. Like, to play Steam games, you have to have Steam on your computer, usually. And Steam retains not only the right, but the ability to actually remove any game you've bought through them from your computer at any time. And they've done it to people before. It's happened. So the fact that you can download the entire game onto your computer from the Epic Games Store is, I consider, a big step forward. The fact that it will be DRM free goes a long way towards alleviating my concerns about the Epic Games Store and exclusivity through Epic Games specifically. And that's one reason I don't have a big problem with this. I really like GOG. The reason I really like GOG is because it allows me to download games entirely onto my computer, DRM free, and not have to worry about the server going down or something and suddenly not being able to access the things that I've paid for, which is in fact a concern with Steam. And it's one of the biggest problems I have with Valve and with Steam in general. I still use Steam a lot. I have a pretty big Steam library, but it's not because I particularly like them. It's just because they're the only game in town. So in those terms, I actually very much support Epic Games or any other company in developing a workable alternative to Steam. I don't know if Epic Games is the company to do that, because like I said, I don't have a whole lot of personal experience with them. I don't know that they're going to be better in the long run, but I will say that from what Julian Gollop has said, and from what I've seen of the way the Epic Games Store is working right now, they seem to be cutting game makers better deals than Steam does at the moment, and more importantly, they actually seem to be less controlling of the software than Valve is. So, if I was to give advice right now, which honestly I'm not really in the advice business, everything that I'm saying, needless to say, is my own personal opinion, and you shouldn't let it control yours or affect yours even. I mean, if you have your own opinion, I have my own opinion. That's fine. I don't really have a dog in this fight. But my advice here would be wait and see. If you haven't backed the game, maybe don't back it if you're worried about this. Maybe just wait until it comes out and see if there's some kind of serious issue. I've paid for it for the early access, So far, I'm perfectly content with the early access. I haven't seen any serious problems, and my posture at the moment is going to be, let's see how the Epic Games Store actually handles this. If it's accurate that you'll be able to just download the game and the DLC, which, as I mentioned, all backers are getting for free for a year. If you're able to just download that stuff and then close or uninstall the launcher, not have to be online, not have any DRM attached to it, great, then that's fine. I legitimately do not have a problem with that. If it turns out that there's some kind of, little extra thing baked in there, which is possible, that kind of thing has happened before, then that will be an issue. And if that happens when the game officially comes out and it's on the Epic Games Store, if I discover that that's happened, then I will just uninstall the game. And, do whatever I can to cause a ruckus about it. But at the moment, I'm not getting super angry about this. We'll see what's going on. I don't really blame Snapshot Games for making what seems to have been an extremely successful financial decision for them. I do blame them for making this decision badly and for handling it badly. I think it could have been done a lot better, and I think they should have pushed a lot more to be allowed to, or to be able to at least distribute Steam and GOG keys or whatever, some other method of distribution to those people who expressed the desire for it because they had signed up with that expectation. I think that should have been done. I don't blame those people for charging back or requesting refunds. If you went into it with a certain expectation and that expectation wasn't met, then you have an absolute right to get your money back. I mean, that's just the way the world is. Like I said, I'm not particularly one of those people. I didn't go into this with a specific platform expectation. I'm okay with the way it is now. I do intend to continue my playthrough here, to continue exploring the backers' builds. I'm going to keep an eye on Phoenix Point. I don't know how many more videos I'll make on it. I'll make a few. I do think there's a lot of content missing right now, and so I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time and effort on the channel on it yet. But I'll keep up with it. I'll check back on it periodically. Once it releases, of course, we'll kind of see where we stand. We'll see if the Epic Games Store is actually functional, if the Epic Games Store installs something malicious or requires you to be always online or any more of those nasty tricks. If any of that happens, fuck it, I'm out. If it doesn't, if Snapshot Games' characterization of the situation is accurate, that their game will be DRM free and fully downloadable and not have to be online and etc., if that's true, then in the end I won't have a problem with it. But as always, everybody, y'all need to make your own personal calls. This is the information that I have. Of course, some of it could be wrong. I could be misunderstanding the situation in whatever way. We'll see what happens, I guess, is kind of my position at the moment. So, obviously, I anticipate there's going to be strong feelings about this in the comments section. Try to keep it relatively polite, please. I don't say that too often, but I just don't want people screaming at each other if we can avoid it. I mean, obviously, internet screaming. Please don't type in. Now that I've said it, people are going to do it. Anyway, carry on with whatever y'all are going to do. We'll see how it works out. Overall, like I said, I'm perfectly happy with the game itself, and I'm a little dissatisfied with Snapshot's conduct in terms of this whole thing, but I'm not going to let it destroy the game for me if their promises about, if their assurances about the way the game files themselves are going to be handled are accurate. That's really the deal-breaking point for me. The deal-breaker for me is, does this game require always online, DRM, install something without my permission, etc.? If it does, then I'm out, because, sorry, I don't like that. The fact that Steam has on various occasions tried to pull those kinds of tricks is one of the things that makes me dislike it and try to get games in other places when I can. But Steam is, like I said, kind of the only game in town, and I'm willing to put up with a little bit for the sake of breaking that control down even slightly. So, in any case, let's hop back into the game. I think that's enough discussion of the issue of the day. Let's hop into the game itself and see what's going on, shall we? I need to remember how to move. There we go. Okay. So we've got a scavenging site. So that was our mission that we just did. Went well. We've got our troops reloaded, I believe. If I recall correctly. I think we've got everybody suited back up. So you've got some ammo, machine gun ammo. Definitely what I'm seeing here is that ammunition management is going to be a huge part of this game. Somebody pointed out in the comments of the last episode that I can actually... that manual aiming is a lot more effective at getting around cover. That's an excellent point, and one that I hadn't, I think, fully taken into consideration. So I am going to have to kind of learn the systems a little bit more. Somebody else mentioned that this game kind of looks like an XCOM clone, like a clone of the new XCOM. In terms of visual style, there are a lot of similarities. I think it's distinctive. Ooh. Okay, let's go in for another mission. I think there's a significant degree of distinctiveness here, but I'll agree, there are a lot of visual similarities as well, and design similarities. Which I think partially is because XCOM, the new XCOMs were designed, excuse me, as a kind of homage to the feel of the original XCOM, which of course was Julian Gobb's brainchild, and this is also Julian Gobb's brainchild. But mechanically speaking, there are actually quite a few differences. Like, for example, the action system in this game is sort of a blend of old and new. So in the new XCOM, you have two actions. You can move, you can shoot. That's it. Certain classes have the ability to move and then, like, double move and then shoot, or what have you. This game actually works on a much more granular system under the hood. You can see down here, you've got the action point bar, which goes up to 100%. Your actions take varying fractions of that bar. And there are actions that take 25%, 50%, 75%, plus, of course, movement is on a fairly granular scale. Looks like one square is 1, 2, 3, 4. So one square is about 6.25% of the bar. So 4 squares, for this guy at least, I don't know if it's different for different characters, 4 squares takes up 25% of his bar, which means that he could move 8 squares and shoot. Or he could move 4 squares, shoot, and take an action of some kind, like swapping things in and out of his bag. We have the will effects that let you do secondary abilities. I don't know, it's much more detailed than the new XCOM, which I really like. So, another scavenger mission. Somebody said last time that the aliens continually respawn until I take all the boxes. That's not true. I won the last mission by killing all the aliens without actually ever grabbing all of the boxes. So I know that I can do it that way. What is that? There must be something inside that. Is that a cabinet? I don't know why that's glowing. We'll find out. For now, let's run over here where I'm in cover. Yep. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Benjamin. I want you to come up here so you can kind of see around the corner. Okay, there's a box. Yep, I see the box. Great. Go to Overwatch. So, one of the downsides of Overwatch in this game, compared to a lot of other XCOM-style games, is going to be that I can't manual aim Overwatch fire, so it will use up ammunition without the benefits of me being able to manually target it to maximize my hit chances. We're actually going to sprint with our engineer buddy over here. Okay. Good. And you are my sniper. I like this orientation better. Where shall we go with you? I don't really want to hide behind a light pole again. That wasn't super effective. Let's get right there, I guess. Oh, I'm sorry. That's on top of the pipe. I thought it was beside the pipe. Okay, so I found a tower. Oh, no, actually, this is my sniper. That was my machine gun guy. Okay, so we found a tower. That must be the Mist Sentinel, I think. So I think if I leave that thing alone and it spots me and then has a turn to charge up, I think it'll start spewing out alien death goo. I believe is the idea there. If we move over there, can I shoot? I cannot. Pretty sure. Okay. Yeah, so I can actually drag and I could totally shoot my own guy in the head. This is actually really cool. So if there's somebody in cover and I technically don't have line of sight to them, and I can zoom, okay, that's very, very cool. Yeah, that's a much more in-depth system than I thought it was. That's fantastic. Alright, we're not going to do that, though. I don't actually want to end your turn. I want you to... Yeah, run to there so that you can get vision. And there's a crab man on the roof. Fuck. That is unfortunate, and I'm sad that I didn't spot him before. Why didn't I spot? I guess I didn't have the angle to spot him before. Okay, well, that's very XCOM. XCOM had these little shits popping up out of nowhere all the time. Let's move a little bit further over so that we can be in better cover. Alright, he's dropping. I think I'm about to get crab punched. Oh, 0 damage. Great, I love it. I love doing 0 damage. Yep, I'm about to get crab punched. Ouch. Wow, 0 damage again. This guy is tough as hell. Ah, shit, that's a mind control beetle. And that's another crab man. Okay, so the plus side is we've got the crab men in crossfire. The downside is... Okay, so what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna need to... Where can I fire from? Is there a spot I can get to fire? Okay, I can fire from there. So let's get out there. And then let's... You, sir. Let's fire at you. And let's fire at... So we've got a heavy leg, a torso, a pincher, carapace, an arm. So disabling the carapace. The carapace has 3 armor, though. It does 3 damage per... My gun does 3 damage per shot. And armor clearly subtracts from damage directly. This arm... Okay, so basically, if I'm shooting something with 3 armor, which is the carapace, I'm not going to do any damage with this gun, because it does 3 damage per shot, and the 3 armor will stop it. If I shoot the torso, I'm likely to do damage. I could do damage, but not a whole lot. If I shoot the pincer also has a whole bunch of armor. So what I need to do is I actually need to, in order to do damage, I need to aim for... And the shield has 4 armor. Gotcha. Let's aim for the leg. Because I think that's the thing that I'm gonna... Because it's 50% of shots in the small circle. I don't really have a clear shot at him because he's so heavily armored. I mean, shooting him in the head would be most effective, but I think I'm probably gonna go for the leg here. Okay, so 3 damage. Let's do this. Go for the leg again. Rapid clearance. Okay, 3 more damage. Rapid clearance. Okay, we broke his leg. And again. Excellent, we managed to kill him. Okay, yeah, that was a lot more efficient than shooting without aiming. Alright, we're going to exert ourselves. And get into cover. We have 1 more burst, so we're not going to reload yet. That is my shock baton. I should probably stun somebody at some point. But for now, we're just going to end his turn. Okay. So now we've got good old Benji Ryan. Can Benji Ryan... Can I hit that thing with a grenade? Shit, I can't. The mind control crab is going to be a huge pain in the... No! Oh god. Oh god. I was trying to drag the map, and he moved. That was bad. We're gonna exert ourselves to get back into cover. And then... So I can actually exert twice in 1 turn with this character. We're gonna shoot you. You have the shield deployed. So firing at the shield won't do me any good. But firing at the arm might. Because the arm only has 2 armor. And taking the arm out might disable the pincher. So let's try that. Okay, so we did some damage. We're going to exert ourselves again. And we're going to fire. Once again, we're going to fire at the arm. Okay, we broke his arm. Excellent. You need to run from the scary mind control bug. Or, well, no, actually, I take it back. You could potentially charge in and kill the bug. There's a door right here. So what if we ran back to take cover? Take your shotgun out. Can we shoot the bug? Is there a place from which we can shoot the bug? We cannot. The bug is taking cover. Clever bastard. Clever, clever bastard. Alright. So, I really don't want this guy to get mind controlled, because I strongly suspect that he's super, super valuable. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to aim to take this guy out this turn. I think the bug can reach me if I'm here. He might not be able to reach me if I'm here. So let's run back there. And then shotgun this guy as best we can. So the shotgun only fires one shot, but it does 4 damage, which means it punches through armor a lot better. Interesting. We could hit him in the leg. We could hit him in the arm. What does that other arm have? So what I'm wondering here is there a way to disable his shield without having to actually shoot through it? I mean, like, the shield's attached to an arm, right? So if I take out the arm, it's not that arm, is it? If I take out his arms, shouldn't he drop the shield? Let's find out. Oh. Oh, it's area of effect. It hit him with several pellets. It doesn't show all the pellets. Okay. Great. That worked out really well. You, sir. Could I get you to move up and kill that turret, please? I'm worried that there's aliens in this building. Let's put you on Overwatch. And now Molly Kelly. We are going to put out some sniper shots. Or is it... Oh no, wait. It may have been the disable effect. Because if you disable something, their max hit points go down. And if I destroy the head... I think if I destroy the head, he pretty much just fucking dies. So we're going to take 2 shots with double accuracy at... what am I likely to be able to actually knock out? I could probably knock out the torso. Let's knock out the torso if we can. Yeah, that was only 6 damage. Okay, and again. Okay, so we broke the torso. That's good. I like that. And we can end the turn. But it is releasing mist. And the mist lags the game. Okay. So it's released a bunch of mist. If I recall correctly from what the game information said, the mist blocks your line of sight and it reveals you to the aliens. You suck. No, don't do it. Don't do it. He did it. I've been mind control bugged. Alright, so I'm gonna have to shoot that off his head. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shoot it off his head. Okay, so... I want to shoot... the head. It doesn't have any armor. I want to shoot that. I need to get closer. I need to get closer before I do that. Okay. There's another alien that just spawned in. That's fine. Alright, no. No, shoot head, please. I know this is gonna hurt. Wait. Who has a pistol? Or maybe a shock baton? I don't really want to close in to use a shock baton. Let's get right there with you. And let's try using the pistol on him. How accurate are you with a pistol, buddy? Oh god, you're not accurate at all. You are super inaccurate with a pistol. Okay, well, let's try it. You missed. Great. Yeah, okay, we're gonna use the rifle. Just because we have a much better chance of actually getting the thing off. Okay, okay. We got it off. Good. Let's... Don't have enough action points to reload. So let's just stay in cover. Actually, let's move right there, where we're a little bit more in cover and will be harder to hit. Now, Benji Ryan can step right around that way. Well, I want to kill the tower, actually. Because the tower is spewing mist at me. I don't like it. Let's get over there. We'll be hard to hit by that other alien. And... torso is destroyed. I could also shoot the roots, or I could shoot the head, which has more armor. Let's shoot the head. Okay. And that'll be it for me. And then the sniper, I think, should be able to finish it off. I don't think it really matters in this particular case. Okay, killed it. Good, excellent. And we inflicted a willpower penalty on the aliens, which is great. Get over there, please. Alright, going well so far. Going pretty decent. That alien is probably going to shoot somebody, though. Oh, nope, he's deploying his shield, and it looks like he has a melee arm. I think he has a melee arm. Let's reload the old assault rifle. And run up to take cover. Alright. Yep, that's fine. Benji Ryan, why don't you go right over there? Okay, we gained willpower. And that... oh, did that tell me where this other box was? Well, tell you what, why don't you grab that box? I'm gonna hold off on that, actually, because that guy's right there, and I'm still worried that he might shoot at me. I don't think he can. I don't think he's got a gun. Let me zoom in on him real quick. Pincer. Yeah, he has a pincer and a shield, so he doesn't actually have a gun. No, I don't want it. No, I don't want to intern. Okay, so I don't have to worry about him shooting me. So I can run over there to that box. What's in the box? Okay. A Firecat magazine. Interesting. A grenade. A rifle. And an extra pistol. So I'll carry all that. That's PX Firecat. I don't know what that goes to. That goes to a weapon that I don't currently have. But okay, that's fine. So you've got those. And then you can... yeah, you've got some willpower, so let's exert yourself. And rush back into your cover over there. Just in case. Your torso is also damaged because you were stabbed. And your arm is damaged. Why don't we have you get over there and shotgun a guy. So that's the shield. I could potentially hit the carapace, but the carapace is also quite heavily armored. And at this range, the shotgun is not, shall we say, highly accurate. Okay, so let's cancel that. What if you were to throw a grenade at him? How far can you throw this thing? Not. You can't throw it around the corner. Darn. Alright, well, let's deploy our turret right there. And that way the turret will be able to shoot him. Alexander Beck actually has 3 extra will points right now, it looks like. Which he doesn't really need, because I don't think he has any abilities. He can jump to a location. But let's rush him up there. And go absolutely hambone on this guy. Let's aim for the head, shell. Oh, he's got his head down behind the shield. Head, heavy leg. Yeah, let's aim for the head. Misses might bounce off the, Wait a second. He's using a pistol. That might be one reason. That might be a reason this wasn't working out so well. So he can't shoot with that. That is... medical. Okay. Oh, no, that's his missile. I don't have enough action points for the missile. Let's pop a shot with the pistol. I mean, why not, right? Might as well try it, and we'll aim for the leg. Missed. Missed it. That's not a good shot. That's a shot. Since he's a melee critter, we don't have to worry too much about being fired upon, so take the shot. Right at the head. 5 damage. Boom. I think we broke his something. Okay, we've got another one moving out. He's got a shield, and I think these are all melee. Yeah, they look like they're all melee. Did I come... Shit, I came too close, didn't I? I didn't think I was close enough for him to hit me. At least he didn't hit me very hard. Okay, good. Those 0 equipment damage messages are just funny. Like, I don't know why it feels the need to tell me that I haven't successfully damaged their equipment. Why not save those messages for when I actually have successfully damaged some equipment, huh? That would make sense. So we've got the turret deployed. The turret, I think, can actually pretty much guard this street by itself. So let's take this guy and run him way up in here. And then exertion to run him there, just outside the mist. Okay, that's fine. You're slightly injured, but it ain't bad. Once again, I don't think any of these guys have guns. So why don't you actually just run... You only have 2 will, and you have taken some damage. I don't know if that guy has a gun, actually. Let's put you right here, where you'll be in cover and have a shot. Oh... Okay, so he's not only pretty far away, he's also behind the mist, so I can't actually see him. So tell you what. There's no point in doing that, then. Why don't you instead run over there? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Thank God. Please stop doing that. Thank God this game automatically stops when you spot an enemy, by the way. That is a lifesaver. Run from the mind control bug. We do not want to be mind controlled today. Let's see what's in the box. I love that opening boxes gives you willpower, by the way. That's really nice. Ooh. Medkit, 2 grenades, a pistol magazine, a machine gun mag. Definitely grab the mags. We have 3 more weight. So I can take that, and then I have 1 more slot, so I can take that. And then somebody else can pick up the assault rifle and the grenade. I actually have 1 more weight left. Let's wait 4. If I ditched 2 of the various magazines, I could pick up the machine gun, the assault rifle. But I don't really want to. That'll be fine. Somebody else can pick those up. And I, meanwhile... There's a door right here. So let's push up to there. So it's interesting, because this game has these cover icons, right? The half cover, the full cover. But those are actually just abstractions of how much of your body is physically covered. Because you can always zoom in and pick out pieces of the aliens that are peeking out from behind cover. Meanwhile, you can actually heal yourself. And you can remove mind fraggers. So Michael Herman is the guy to go to if you're being attacked by a mind control zombie. Alexander Beck. Let me see. See, this kind of gameplay is actually quite a bit different from new XCOM. Because new XCOM, you don't actually have to consider angles like this. You can just kind of, as long as you're in something with a full shield in front of it, you're basically fine. But like over here, he can't step out because this square is occupied. So, and over here, if he's standing here, he can't step out because he can't change altitude, I think. So he can't actually get a shot if he's in those locations. I think I'm going to shoot first. Now, this guy's deployed his shield. So why does it say that I'm likely to cause damage? Oh, now it says I'm not likely to cause damage. What about with the rifle? Or the machine gun, sorry. It says I might cause damage, but not super likely. Yeah. Could hurt the carapace some, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth trying that. I think I'd rather just move Beck. And specifically, I'd actually like to move him up. So let's get him right in there. So this way we can try and set up some crossfire along the street. And meanwhile, Mr. Sniper Man. We've got that mind control bug over there that I'd like to kill if it tries to attack me. So why don't you actually just stay here and overwatch? Okay, mind control bug, advancing. Trying to get in range to mind control somebody. Okay, didn't run into any chaos, but I think, yes, the aliens have disappeared. Okay. So. What is that? That bug is hiding behind a tree. The cunning bastard. What an absolute dickwaffle. I am going to have to flush him out with a frag, I think. So if I move up to here... Because how far can I throw that frag? It hits the roof. Not super, super far. Let's move up to here. Yes. Excellent. Dead. I think what just happened there was first of all, the game lagged again. That's partially, I think, the fact the game isn't really optimized yet, and partially that my computer is not super high-end. But I think what happened was the grenade actually hit all of its body parts. And so or possibly it just hit a weak body part, and so got the max HP penalty for hitting a body part. So let's duck Lewis O'Connor out here through the mist. Okay, there's one. Can I get a good shot on him is the question. I can. I can get a shot on him. I can get a shot on his heavy leg, his arm, or his carapace. Let's shoot the arm. Okay, so we broke the arm, we did 6 points of damage, and he stopped deploying the shield. Because he had the shield deployed. And this, of course, I can melee attack somebody with. I don't have enough action points left to do anything, though, so just hold tight. You, meanwhile... Mr. Shotgun Man. Move on out. Do I see anyone? No. That makes me nervous. That's a little terrifying, that I don't see anyone. Why don't we just go back inside where we're happy and it's safe? And we'll be safe forever. And nothing bad will ever happen to us. Okay, so they've fallen back, is what's happened. No, I don't want to move. Could do some damage. Because any hit does a bunch of damage with this gun. So... let me try it. Yeah, that was actually pretty decent damage. 4 damage, I'll take it. And then let's step back there so I'm a little bit harder to shoot myself. And Molly Kelly, good old Molly Kelly, needs to run on up here to be with the rest of the gang. Okay, and this alien is bleeding because I shot its arm off. So it's now going to charge, and it can't quite get to me. I love it when the aliens can't quite get to me. Hey, friend. Hello, buddy. Therapist? No. And again. Excellent. Okay, good. That's another one dead. Do I need to gain action points right now? Yes, let's gain action points so that we can go into Overwatch. Benny Ryan can move over and see what's in this box. Obviously, if I win the mission by just killing all the aliens, I'll get the contents of all the boxes. But still, it's nice to see what that might be. So they got a stun rod, assault rifle ammo. This guy's actually full up because he grabbed the other box before. He can grab a grenade to replace the one he used, though. And that's a medkit charge. Okay. That's a nice box. I like that box. It's a good box. I'm a fan. That is an alien spawn point. See, the alien spawn points I think can only be used so many times, like possibly once, possibly twice, I'm not entirely sure. If I move out here, do I see an alien? That's my main question. Yeah, let's exert yourself real quick and just duck back inside. Okay. Mikey Herman. I don't see an alien. Okay, I'm curious about something, and that is, can I pick my turret back up? I'm gonna find out. Alexander. Jump to a location. Where should we jump? Oh. The roof is blocking you. Okay, well, never mind that then. Instead, why don't you... why don't you get behind this car? And then... yeah, just wait. And Molly Kelly... can't move far without being no longer able to shoot, but can move over there. And grab some of that stuff out just to have it. Can I loot the box? Yeah. Just snatch this stuff out real quick. So action cost minus 25%. I think that's because of a certain weight limit. I think... yeah, so if you're above 14 out of 20 weight, I think your actions cost slightly more. Okay, worth noting. Oh, here comes an alien. Did a couple points of damage there. And he's going to put his shield down. Alright, so that means that what I want to do is I want to walk around the shield. Like that. And... shit. I forgot that I had a different gun out. I'm gonna launch a missile. This is a waste of resources, but I will enjoy it. Please don't do that. I hate that the game locks up every time I try to do a thing. I will seriously enjoy this, and that's why I'm doing it. Or should I should save it. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't be wasteful. I should save my missile. I should be a good soldier and not waste my missile blowing up one random asshole. Oh, cool. You broke his torso. And you can even shoot again with this pistol. Pistols will be good weapons if they could hit what you fucking aim at. I'll tell you what. He's bleeding. That's the shield that I'm very unlikely to do any damage to. I could do damage to the arm, though. So that's 1 point of damage. And... nope. Get the shield. Okay, so that was actually only a partial burst because I was almost out of bullets. So that's interesting to note. That if you're low on bullets, your burst that you fire won't be full. Ooh, that is an awful shot. That's terrible. I only have to hit him once, though. Got him. Alright, good. And that was it. That was all the aliens on the map. Another successful mission for Phoenix Force. I'm sorry, Phoenix Force will never stop being a funny name to me. Okay, so we got from remaining crates medkit charges, a couple of PDWs, a couple of pistols, a couple of assault rifle magazines, and 2 more missiles. Fantastic. I love it. We're doing good. We're doing real good. Let's head back to New Jericho, fuel up. And we've got 20 tech, too, which we could theoretically, I think, use to build something eventually. We have enough tech to build an armadillo, but we're way, way short on materials. So, okay. This video's gone on about long enough. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. As I said at the beginning, I know there's a lot of drama surrounding this game right now. For the moment, like I said, I'm just playing the game to see how it is. And so far, I think the game's pretty decent, so I intend to continue playing it. I don't intend to ask for a refund at this time. We'll see what happens in the future. We'll see how the game is handled on the Epic Store by Epic Games and by Snapshot. If they try to bake spyware into it or something, then yeah, no dice. But we'll find out. I'm willing to take a wait and see attitude about that. And we'll find out what happens. So, thanks for watching. Whatever your opinion of Snapshot Games or Epic Games, I hope you do at least appreciate that this is pretty well made for what it is. And it's doing a decent job of introducing some interesting new things to the genre. So, I'll see y'all in the next video.